Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. I'm Maydin Fard and welcome back to another YouTube video. This is my first video in English, so I apologize if I make grammatical or pronunciation mistakes. In this video, we are going to solve another TryHackMe room called WordPress CVE-2021-29447. Let's go ahead and dive in. It says vulnerability allow an authenticated user with low privilege upload a malicious WAV file that could lead to remote arbitrary file disclosure and server-side forgery. Moving to task 1, explanations are provided on how to exploit this vulnerability. First of all, I will explain this vulnerability. The CVSS 3.5 severity of this vulnerability is 6.5 based in NIST and 7.5 based in CNA. Okay. WordPress versions 5.7 and 5.6.2 are affected to XML external entity vulnerabilities, where an authenticated user with the ability to upload files in the media library can upload a malicious WAV file. What's XXC? An XXC vulnerability consists of an injection that takes advantage of the poor configuration of the XML interpreter. This allows us to include external entities, enabling us to attack to applications that interpret XML language in their parameters. We will explore a recent XXC vulnerability, albeit one that comes with some situational caveats. Researchers at security firm SonarSource discovered an XML external entity injection security flaw in the WordPress media library. The vulnerability can be exploited only when this CMS runs in PHP 8 and the attacking user has permissions to upload media files. Take note of the latter condition as we walk through an example of exploiting the vulnerability below. Okay. An XXC attack is a vulnerability that abuses features of XML parsers. It allows an attacker to interact with any backend or external systems that the application itself can access, and they can allow the attacker to read the file on that system. You could use XXC to perform SSRF, including the web application, to make requests to another applications it normally wouldn't. So, what are the impacts of this vulnerability? The first one is arbitrary file disclosure. The contents of any file on the host file system could be retrieved. Example, wordpress.config.php/etc/passwd file, and etc., which contains sensitive data such as database credentials. The second one is server-side request forgery. HTTP requests could be made on behalf of the WordPress installation. Depending on the environment, this can have a serious impact. Okay. And this is the exploitation of the vulnerability. So this vulnerability, according to this text, this vulnerability has 3 requirements. The first one is PHP 8 installed on the target system, and the second one is the attacking user has permissions to upload media files, and the third one a user within limited access to limited access level, so you have to get a username and password. Okay, we have to join this room, complete task 1, moving task 2. We have to join this room. This is a free room. First, I'm connected with VPN. Okay. Where's THM? And my VPN. What's my IP? (10.14.6.253). So wait for the IP address. I got the IP, and let's fire up in a web browser. Come on. We don't see anything too fancy, just a very bare bones block. So you can use WP scan to identify vulnerabilities. We need to check if we have access to WP login.php. Okay, yes, we have access. As you know, developers can restrict all users to access admin and login pages through .htaccess file created in WordPress/admin directory. So first of all, you have to enumerate WordPress users and try to find their passwords. I use these credentials. We use these credentials to log in WordPress panel. The username is testcode and the password is test. What happened? Come on. Let's ping this IP. Oh my God. What happened? Okay. Let's use another VPN connection. Test corp. Password is test. What happened? Come on. Okay. We can see theme, plugins, and other options of WordPress panel. So we are not admin, and this user is a normal user, and let's check. This user has permissions to upload media files. Yes. Okay. So at first we will create a WAV file which includes this command, and this site wpscan.com wpsec.com has analyzed this vulnerability and provided a very good explanation. So WordPress versions 5.7, 5.62, 5.61, 5.6, 5.0.11 are affected to XML external entity vulnerability, where an authenticated user with the ability to upload files in media library can upload a malicious WAV file. So WordPress uses ID3 library to parse information about an audio file uploaded in the media library that was vulnerable to XXC. But what is the get ID library and why WordPress use it? Audio file formats impact layer 1, layer 2, and layer 3 MP3 need a way to include information about the track, such as artist name, album name, your etc. ID3 is a small chunk of extra data at the end of the file to carry information about the audio. The tag consists in 1 to 8 bytes, etc. And the WAV file is an instance of RIFF that is a tagged file format. RIFF files consist entirely of chunks, and IXML is an open standard for the inclusion of location sound metadata in broadcast wave audio file. And the explanation of XXC vulnerability. XML makes us able to define entities that can be reused inside the document. For example, this is an example of XML external entity vulnerability, and I recommended to read this explanation of this vulnerability. Okay. So at first we will create a WAV file. Let's create let's copy the command. Copy and paste it. Let's make sure to change IP address and port here. Okay, what's my IP address? Let's copy that. And port 8080. Okay, and a file name evil.dtd. What does this file do? As you can see here, it uses XML external XML element to call our web server and running on port 8080 to retrieve a file called evil.dtd, which we will create and then create another one called payload.wave. The file we will upload to the media library is payload.wave. Okay. Let's check. And payload.wave is created. So, also create a DTD file, because this command will download a DTD file from our server. The name should be same as I specified in payload.wave, exact evil.dtd, and let's create this file. Copy the following commands and nano evil.dtd. Let's paste it and change the IP address. What's my IP address? Copy and paste port 8080 and what does this file do? It retrieves the content of passwd file in encoded format zlib base 64 encoding using zlib deflate in PHP 8. That is one of the requirements to exploit this vulnerability. PHP 8 is installed on target server and it uses XML entities to retrieve the content of the passwd file in base64 encoded format and log the output to our web server. Okay. Let's check it. And the DTD, evil.dtd is created. Now we will give payload.wave file execution permission and run it. chmod execute permission payload.wav, and we have to upload this file on the WordPress site. So let's upload this file. And start a web server with Python tag m http.server port 8080 Python 3 okay, and we start our web server where I saved the DTD file and I uploaded the payload.wav file on WordPress panel. Here now let's trigger that. Navigate to this path. Okay. What happened? What happened? Let's check it again. And okay. Let's upload it again. Select files, payload.wav. Okay. In our web server log, we see output in base64 encoding format. It was encoded using zlib in PHP 8. So we will have to use also zlib library to decode that. Let's copy this command and create a PHP file, decode.php, paste it, and paste base64 here. PHP decode.php. Okay, it was encoded using zlib in PHP 8, so we will have to use zlib library to decode that, and PHP decode.php will decode the base64 data, so we retrieve the content of /etc/passwd. Okay. Now let's change the file we will retrieve, payload.wave, and it's okay, nano-eval.dtd, and change /etc/passwd to wp-config.php. Okay. Now start web server again and upload payload.wav. Okay, copy base64 data, and okay, and PHP decode 1.php will decode the base64 data, so we retrieve the content of WordPress-config.php, and this is the database username, this is the passport, and so moving to let's copy that here, and moving to task 2. Question 1 is easy. Question 2, based on the result of number 1, what is the name of the database of WordPress? And based on result of number 1, what are the credentials you'll find? Okay, submit the answer. What's the name of the database for WordPress? WordPress DB2. Submit that. Enumerate and identify what is the DBMS installed on the server. I think MySQL. Based on the result of number 4, what's the DBMS version installed on the server? So start mmap scan with mmap tag CVE and the IP address. Come on. Use these credentials to log into database, MySQL, MySQL, tag H, 1010. Let's copy this. U, the dark tangent like P, and the password. What's the password? Super secret. Okay, your MySQL connection ID is 70, server version 5.7.33, Ubuntu 16.0.4.1. Okay, this is the MySQL version 5.7.33. Submit that. Okay. Based on the result 4, what port is the DBMS running on? 3306. Compromised DBMS. What is the encrypted password located in the WordPress users table with ID 1? Okay, we are logged in, and let's use show databases. Use WordPress DB to database. The next statement is show tables to list the tables in a given database, and this is an interesting table. Let's dump everything from WP try_user, select star from this table. Oh, sorry. What's happened? spaces, use WordPress CVE-2 select star from WordPress try underline users, and now we have the hash of the user's password. This is the admin user. Let's take this one and paste it here. And what's the password in plain text? So I use hash identifier to see what kind of hash is, and it's WordPress MD5. I use hashcat to check this hash. Okay, what's the hash mode? Hashcat, hash mode. What's the hash mode for MD5 WordPress? Okay, 400. Now crack the hash using hashcat dash type mode O hash type 400, and I use rock mode user share word list rock you word list, and echo hash.txt hash.txt. Waiting for crack the hash. I had to pause the video to crack the hash using hashcat. Password obtained, and this is the password of admin user Teddy Bear. And so we log into WordPress panel using WordPress. Corp 001 is the username, and Teddy Bear is the password. And finally, we are logged in with admin user. The next step is to spawn a reverse shell. So we go to plugins editor, click on understand, and we are gonna up here. So I use PHP system calls. If we do our reverse shell, so we are gonna go on to payload all the things. And if we go to netcat, open BSD, copy it, and I use PHP system call system, paste this one, and replace this one with my IP address. Okay, and update file. File updated successfully, and we are gonna catch this on 4242 port. We are going to set up netcat listener. On port 4242. Now when we press activate, we gain a shell. So we are gonna do which Python. There's no Python installed on the target machine, so what's the next question? The password is teddybear, and compromise the machine and locate the flag. We are going to find the flag, ls, see what users we are. Okay, we are www-data, and let's get the flag. Start. Oh, it's a directory, ls that flag.exe, and we fetch the flag, and the copy and paste it and submit the flag into THM question box. Well, this is the WordPress CVE 2021-29447 room, and thanks for watching this video. According to YouTube algorithm, don't forget like, comment and subscribe. Please write down your comments. If you enjoyed this video, I will see you in the next video. Take care.